Hi Didi and Ray, I'm here at 3112 Lippizaner Lane in Walnut Creek. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2,317 square feet, listed at $899,000, built in 1976. I'm here in the front, so as you can see, it's along this road. Unfortunately, the yard faces the road. It is an end unit, so you do have more privacy. The garage is actually on that side, and we'll get through the house. There's some things I want to share. So here's a crack. Overall, it does feel like there is some soft spots throughout the house in terms of not necessarily a slope, but there are places that where there are humps. So it's a little bit difficult to actually visually see it. That's probably been the case with all the videos, but it's not like there's a severe slope. It's just that there's you can feel kind of small bumps. I think overall, Didi, I saw your email and just your comments about the layout. It is an interesting layout in that it feels like a ranch house, which is very long, but it also has a second floor. So it's a very long and narrow home, which, generally speaking is not common, or you don't see that very often. Usually homes with 2 stories are much more of a square shape, and this is a rectangle with the second floor. So let's go ahead and go through the house. So here's the room number 1. This is the smallest room. Again, another one where it's on the first floor, so it's good for guests, but it is also the smallest room. Not that much light in here because there's trees out here. So, they would walk over here to the half bath. So I think downstairs is where the half bath is. So it does look like, they've done some paint. But no shower, so that's a half. And then, you come over here to the left, this is what I would say is the living room, so it's far away from the rest of the living area. But, it's nice and spacious. You can see they've got an atrium here in the middle, so, you could put some plants, and actually plants that would need low light because it's so high. It'd be tough to get sun in there. Probably just a good place to hang out outside, so you could have another eating area. Sometimes atriums are tough because it's, there's only so many things you can do with an enclosed space like this. But it's nice to also just have a break in the flow of your home where there's, from the inside you can see a small outdoor area. Overall, the house does feel a little dark. That's because of the second floor. There really is no opportunity to have any kind of skylights to get some more natural light in. So here's the laundry room here all the way in the back. Pretty straightforward. And then this is the garage. Sorry, I'm juggling a few things here. Let me put this away. Okay, so the garage here. And this is a 3-car garage, so this is one of the few, actually the only one that we've seen so far that has this much garage space, so that is a plus here. So as much as I say there's some kind of settlement issues, the garage floor looks pretty good. There's no big cracks anywhere, so that's a good sign. But it's just clear that you can feel it as you walk through the house. Sometimes that also happens based on poor installation of flooring. So this is tile out here, but sometimes you get those little bumps because they just didn't do a good job installing it. There's some squeaking in the home too, but that's not going to be unusual for a home built in the 70s. So, we went all the way from the far living to this side of the room, which is where the family room is. There's going to be a little bit more light here, even though those are tree, but they've got the skylights and the high ceilings on this side because it's a second floor. They can kind of increase the ceiling size, vaulted, just on the far end here. on the living and the dining room. So this is going to feel a lot bigger. And then over here into your kitchen. And then there's just a little slope here that I felt coming in. I think this is you know, some cheap vinyl material, so there's going to definitely need to be some updates. The pictures definitely looked a lot better than in person, which is usually the case. The cabinets look to be somewhat new. And then here on the countertops, you know, it's just tile. So some upgrading would need to be done, and this is a very old oven. So, yeah. So again, interesting layout. You walk in the house, you go to the left, the living room, and walk all the way down to the right, and it's got, you know, the family and the dining room and the kitchen. So what you could do, you'd lose a lot of space, but if you wanted to, you can knock down this wall here, and then also this wall here, and then this would open it up quite a bit. And that would actually make a huge difference. So that's an option if, you know, you wanted to, because I know this one's in the price range or right above it. But there's definitely ways to kind of address the feeling that it has in terms of a really long and narrow home. Okay, so we're gonna go upstairs. You can see this is probably the original carpet. We'll start off here with the two. So there's one bedroom downstairs, and then these rooms up here are actually pretty small. So, you know, considering, and I think that's what's, I mentioned this earlier in the video and Lakemont. So when you have hallways, it's kind of dead space, right? Because you can't really live in it. It's just a passageway. So for this being 2,300 square feet, the issue is that because it's long and narrow, there's a lot of dead space of walkways. And when you have 2,300 square feet, you should have a little bit larger bedrooms and bathrooms than what's in here. So this is a Jack and Jill bathroom, so a bathroom that connects two rooms. These rooms are small. So again, walking through here, here's the full shower. This is a very narrow bathroom. And then go back into this room. So, you know, the rooms are small. And here, you can see this. See this? This is dead space. This is all dead space here. And then I'm just gonna run downstairs real quick. This long hallway right here is dead space, right? Another kind of entry area. You know, all this right here is kind of considered, you know, just unlivable space. It's necessary to walk through, but you know, you can't really enjoy the full square footage that you have here. Okay, so we're gonna go back finally into the master. This room is big, so at least you have a big master bedroom, and it's got vaulted ceilings, so it's gonna feel even bigger. You know, it's got a mishmash of wood, as you can tell. This is, I think, engineered hardwood, and then there's carpet, and then there's, you know, tile downstairs, and then there's the original, I think part of it has, no, it's just tile. But it just doesn't have a consistent feel in terms of the cabinets to the flooring. Okay, so this does actually look been upgraded, the cabinets at least, maybe not the countertop, but it's, you know, a double vanity and a big walk-in closet. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but you know, this closet isn't that much, you know, smaller than a bedroom. So you can see these are really old cabinets here, but it's a good sized walk-in closet. And then here's your master bathroom. Okay, so, and there's a slope right here. That's a big one. So right here, you kind of feel the downslope. Okay, I think there was something else I noted. Oh yeah, to go back downstairs. So again, I'm just walking through basically all of the unlivable space right now going through the hallways. This is right here. So this is not good right here. As you can see here, as I was mentioning earlier, you don't want to see diagonal cracks like this. That means like part of the house is leaning one way. It's okay to see cracks along seams, but not a diagonal crack like that. So that's a clear sign that there's something going on with the foundation in the settlement. Okay, and then here, as I was mentioning earlier, your yard is essentially looking out to the main road there. Hi there.
Hi there. Can I ask you are you selling this house?
No, I'm actually I'm shooting a video for one of my clients.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. They're used to me just talking. Yeah. But I'll come back in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see here, the yard actually faces the street. So when it comes to privacy, you've got your neighbor right here, and then also, you're going to have the street here. So as far as outdoor living space, really, from a privacy standpoint, it's just the atrium. Okay. So I think in summary, I've probably said it over and over, it's a large property for the price point, but a lot of it is just not usable, from the atrium to the hallways. Also, the floors they're inconsistent. So this is what I was mentioning. Upstairs is a different hardwood than this, and then you got carpet and you got tile. So it's kind of to kind of sum it up, it's somewhat of a confusing home, both in layout and then interior. Okay, so that's my honest opinion about this place. Comparing this to Lakemont, it's really no comparison, except for the price, which is a big concern and item. Okay, thanks Dee Dee, thanks Ray, bye.